MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Chapman is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at the Coliseum, and Chicago's off to the early 1-0 lead. At the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. An attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, you know, the man hitting cleanup has had a rough go of it lately. He's really struggled to produce runs. No RBIs in this series so far, and he's a guy they count on to put runs on the board to help them win games.
So now it's Mark Canha. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Good action on the sinker, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away. Striding in for Oakland, Jed Lowry. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. To short. Anderson picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. In there for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
A fastball that just misses inside. A bouncer up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. On the move is Joyce, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting 8, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 1-0 the count. Now it's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Joyce is there, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Now in the box, Matt Chapman.
Leading off for the A's.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lowe with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or change up, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, and there's 1 away.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
No balls and a strike to count. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Castillo has it, and he makes the throw to first. Olsen is retired. 2 down now. Here's Chris Davis now, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Fouled away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
At the plate, Matt Joyce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Now here's a drive out to right center field. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We've played 2, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Yolmer Sanchez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Now another 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball. Drilled down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
A ball and a strike now. And it's 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Garcia on at first, nobody out. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Powell's under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Fouled straight back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. There goes the runner. Hit hard toward first, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
And that's dead center for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Yoan Moncada. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Garcia is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and, of course, the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances. And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Digging in to try it again, Mark Canha. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the 2-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Goes to third with it, and they get the force over there for the first out. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight. So a little surprising that they try to get the man at third there, but they are able to get the force out nonetheless. Stepping in, Jed Lowry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Speared on the dive. One there. Safe.
Now batting, third baseman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Lowe on second. Chapman on at first with 2 down. Two and two.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. A's have to settle for just the 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. Coming to the plate now, Nicky Delmonico. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Takes a knee-high fastball. Popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Right over the middle, knee high. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out. Here's Matt Joyce now.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Settling in now, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
That gets down and the inning continues.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, that grounder caught him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he takes ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. On the ground near home. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run scores. 2 runs have scored. Now the relay home. The tag from Castillo is not in time, and the run's in to score.
as a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe one batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Here's Jed Lowry now. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The A's lead this one 5-3. And Charlie Tilson now comes forward.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Jose Abreu. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Popped him up. Lucroy has a play. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're still down 5-3. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Missed with a breaking ball. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate in the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Tilson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
This is drilled, but right into the shift. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Emilio Pagan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 15.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada. Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Towards second. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning. Cesar Hernandez is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing second base.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
He's set and the pitch. Moncada's running. Pitch misses. Lowe. The throw down. He is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Moncada leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Joyce will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Striding into the box, Tim Anderson. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Low for ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Jay Spry enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57.
So stepping in, Matt Joyce. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close. Stephen Piscotty is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Piscotty goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Piscotty is retired, and there's one away.
Catcher, Jonathan.
One away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's the second out.
Center fielder, number 3. Oh.
Stepping into the box, Boog Powell. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot. Hey, keep hacking at that breaking ball. You're going to get one at some point.
Yeah, no doubt. Did a little something there I like to call the bait and switch, Matty. I think he took a bad swing at that first curveball to buy himself another one. He got one in the zone and didn't miss it.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
So now it's Mark Canha. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stephen Piscotty will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
Ready now for the White Sox, Yolmer Sanchez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Semien over to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lowe Garcia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Now a foul tip held onto by Lucroy. Well done there to record the strikeout.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Charlie Tilson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down 5-3. Denny Farquhar gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Moncada has it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count. Here it comes. High pop-up. And he'll put this away for the second out. Digging in now, Matt Olson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Line drive to left. Delmonico is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. A's are gone in order, and it remains 5-3. Jose Abreu will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike.
It counts 1-1.
One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
Now batting. Catcher.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman. Here's the 1-2. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A ball and no strikes.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Count even at 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now, Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Pitch on the way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First time up, he went down looking. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. High pop-up. Abreu shading to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Booth Powell. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. In the air, down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Marcus Semien. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Delmonico waits on it. And that ends the inning. A's strand a couple as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Blake Trinan comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Blake Trinan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Popped him up. Chapman is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Ready once again, Tim Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off there 1-0. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul. 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full. 3-2. High pop up. Lucroy is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Piscotty sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him. And the A's have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The A's took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Andrew Triggs wins his 3rd of the season. Blake Trinan records the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, scorers for the victorious Athletics. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.